before we move on to our third and final keynote of today's micro conference, we are going to have, it's time for the timeshare pitch. We're going to have 9 of our housing digital stakeholder partners do what we call our 1 minute or 60-second elevator intros. Now, these are 9 companies that are obviously very passionate about social housing sector, very passionate around the golden thread and Alves law and tenant safety. So they are going to be quick fire. Do engage, do listen. There are all very relevant companies offering very relevant products and platforms. Some are startups, some are established brands, but do have a quick listen. So each has a 60-second elevator intro. And just a reminder to our stakeholder partners, if you use your phone, do a timer for 60 seconds, please. We are on a relatively strict time frame. So first of all, I'm going to do this alphabetically by first name. So I'm going to first come to Andrew Wormsley, who is sales at Ask Porter.
Oh, hi. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was doing this, to be honest, Joe. You've caught me off hand here now, mate. Sorry, apologise.
Always the best way. Come on, Andrew.
Yeah,
what have you got for us?
Basically, Ask Porter, yeah, we're an AI communications platform that has got several different modules, of one of which obviously relies around this mold and compliance issues, right? And we can use imagery, photos, videos to highlight potentially what that mold is or damp is causing it, and also more importantly, what's the original cause that sits behind that dampness on the wall as well. So it then kind of bleeds into into your service teams to then review that and then get the right teams with the right information to resolve that problem first time, rather than just going to site, you've got a damp problem, then going away and resolving it. We can highlight what that problem is and get it resolved first time. How's that? Joe, time.
Perfect. Thank you, Andrew. Moving on to our next presenter, we've got David Owen, who's the Client Development Manager at Alertical.
Thanks, Joe. So Alertical helps housing providers stay better connected with older and higher needs residents. Our core service is Housing Proactive. It's built around an easy-to-use touchscreen, so hopefully you can see there. It combines two-way engagement, digital self-service, and human contact when needed. The 4G touchscreen goes straight into people's homes. Residents can confirm that everything's okay at their property, report repairs or antisocial behaviour, send and receive messages, take part in surveys, and even connect to video door entry. And if somebody doesn't check in, our trained team follows up, and that gives providers valuable insight into what's happening in their homes and prevents risks going unnoticed. The touchscreen also connects to wireless environmental sensors, which monitors temperature and humidity, and it will flag to staff any properties that may be at risk of damp and mould. It also can help you identify anybody that's got fuel poverty as well. So that's it in a nutshell, Joe.
Excellent. Thank you, David. Moving on to Jack Adicott, who's the Chief Revenue Officer. I'm assuming that's what CRO stands for, Pure Cyber.
That's it. Thank you. First of all, thanks all for letting me gatecrash a meeting. Much appreciated. So I'm from a company called Pure Cyber. We're a cybersecurity business, and we specialize in delivering cybersecurity solutions into social housing organizations. So one of the things that we see a lot in social housing is that it's a bit different to other organizations when there's a cyber incident. So rather than it sometimes just being more of an IT issue, we see things like repairs that can't be logged, as you've discussed today, rent payments stopping, suppliers unable to be paid, and ultimately the services then that you're delivering quickly come to a stop. So we help social housing organizations, first of all, understand where the risk is and then how to protect it, and then the ongoing services to stay one step ahead of the cyber attackers and hopefully prevent things from happening in the first place. I'll also quickly throw in that we won Best Cyber Security Partner at the Housing Innovation Awards, if any of you were there. But that's my minute. So thanks very much. Pure Cyber and purecyber.com. Please drop us a note.
Brilliant. Thanks, Jack, and welcome to the platform.
Thank you very much.
Next up, we've got Jim Perrin, who's the Commercial Director at Omfax.
Thanks, Joe. Yes, I work for Omfax. We supply key facts, repairs, diagnostics to the social housing sector. We've got about 48 UK and Irish customers, helping them get the right schedule of rates, codes, descriptions, priorities, etc. for repairs and works orders. For Arab's Law, we've recently launched a new product called KeyNect, which enables customer service advisors to open a video session to the tenant's mobile device at the point that they're calling in to report damp or mold, which means that the advisors can carry out an instant inspection of the area. They can take photos and videos, and there's no app required for the tenant to download. Then all of that gathered media or links to all of those media can then be sent back to your housing management system or CRM to become part of your golden thread. And the photos and videos can then be included in works orders, and your contractors can view them. So they don't need to be going out carrying out inspections. And we're offering free trials of KeyNect at the moment. That's
Excellent.
probably me.
Thank you very much, Jim. Next, we've got John Collins, who's the Business Development Manager at Manifest Software Solutions.
Thank you, Joe. So the team at Manifest, who are now part of the InfoShare Plus organisation, we're systems integration specialists, and we work specifically in social housing. And all of our consultants are from provider and supplier backgrounds, and we're also systems independent. We make the systems talk to each other, basically, and we typically support our customers from a golden thread point of view by making sure that the data flows between the systems to make sure the information is available at the right time and at the right place. This enables the provider's staff to provide a great service to their tenants because they've got the right information to hand and can make informed decisions, and also the tenants feel really well served. Having that great data exchange bolsters great processes and actions and supports the TSM and evidence for the consumer standards assurance. So whether it's compliance, with remedial actions and making sure things are completed and the information about completions is correct, or even to Internet of Things, making sure that actions are made when telemetry from information from sensors is being recorded. We're here to help, and we're also a 2-time winner of the most innovative consultancy award at the Housing Innovation Awards.
Loving the plugs for
well. I don't know how long that was, but that's us.
Well,
Thank
you're
Thank
over
you
by
all.
30 seconds, but
Apologies.
I'll let you off with the plug for the awards.
Thank you.
Jordan Weeks, Industry Practice Director at Crimson, you're up.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, everyone. So Crimson is a leading Microsoft partner, and we are very much a delivery partner who helps housing associations and I suppose the public sector deliver AI transformation for public impact and good. Most recently, the work that we've been doing around damp and mold and using the golden thread is actually using the likes of Microsoft technology such as Fabric, Power BI to get better governance regulation for the regulator around damp and mold reporting KPI capabilities in associations. In combination with that, we've been helping associations use AI capabilities to automate certain processes, predominantly as a Microsoft business using Copilot. And I think when we were at the Housing Digital Innovation Show the other week, the hottest thing that everyone wanted to talk to us about was the fact that we can unlock £5,000 to £15,000 worth of funding for all housing associations for AI readiness and data assessment, whether that be on damp and mold, golden thread, no access repairs. So if anyone's interested in unlocking £5,000 to £15,000 funding for Copilot or data readiness in housing via Microsoft, I'd be happy to have a conversation. Thanks, Joe.
Very compelling, Jordan. Thank you. Our next up is Josh Dalton, who's the Strategic Account Director at Plantific.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Dalton, Strategic Account Director, as Joe mentioned. I want to say a quick thanks to Danny Bird for the mention in this presentation as well. For those not familiar with Plantific, we're working with over 100 UK housing providers, helping them manage everything from repairs to planned works, compliance, inspections, and importantly, HHSRS case delivery as well, all in a single platform. At a high level, we do two things. We've got a software platform that connects residents, your internal teams, as well as your external contractors, whilst also capturing the asset data compliance and operational data created as those delivered. Secondly, we help housing providers gain access to a UK-wide framework of vetted contractors delivering everything from repairs, but also SRS inspections and remedial actions as well. With phase 2 of Arab's Law approaching, we're seeing a real shift in compliance, moving from being retrospective reporting to being based on real-time evidence. And many organisations we're speaking with are finding it very difficult to manage cases well. A lot of providers are finding that once works leaves an internal system going out to, say, a contractor, the audit trail often becomes a lot more limited or even worse, non-existent. At Plantevic, we're helping close that gap, creating a project for every HHSRS case, digitalising your inspections and giving you that continuous golden thread. If you'd like to find out more about how we're doing it, I'd love to have a chat after.
Excellent. Thank you, Josh. And Serena Schofield, Business Development Manager at CFH DocMo.
Oh, hi there. I'm from CFH. We're a multi-channel communications company. So we work with housing associations in providing solutions for them to engage with their tenants, to improve on efficiencies and drive better outcomes, whether that be by letters in the post, SMS, e-delivery, or what we call multi-channel, which is a combination of all those forms of communication.
Excellent. Thank you, Serena, and welcome to the platform. Last but not least, Vicky Lynch, Head of Enterprise at Switchy.
Thanks, Joe. Afternoon, everyone. You may be familiar with Switchy's brand, but we are 10 years old this year, and we have the same mission that we've always had, which is Switchy exists to improve the quality of lives of people living in rented accommodation, rented homes. We do this primarily through providing you guys with real-time accurate data on the conditions and performance of your property. We do that through a range of IoT, so various different bits of smart tech within your home. The most familiar you might be with is our Switchy smart thermostat you'll see on the left-hand side there. That thermostat works as a smart thermostat. Your residents can download an app and manage their hot water and heating like a Hive or a Tado. But there is also a range of sensors within there as well. So we look at things like temperature, humidity, air pressure, light and motion, and we overlay that data with EPC data and meteorological data, so we get a really good, accurate understanding of the conditions of that property. You can see there's a much wider ecosystem there, which I'm happy to talk about, and we also stream into various different platforms, including Plantific as well. So another shout out for you guys. In terms of the challenges that we support our clients with, they are myriad, but to make it very specific to Arab's Law, we work with Places for People, and we save them £1,000 per property when damp and mould has been identified, purely because we can support them with root cause. So whether it's a ventilation problem, a fabric problem, a fuel property problem, we can help them with that particular problem. Likewise with Guinness, we worked out that it's 1.9 times cheaper for them to be proactive and work on a predictive model and work on damp and mold before it becomes a really bad problem. And also we're working with PA Housing at the moment on overheating concerns. So lots of different challenges that we're supporting clients with, and love to speak to you guys about that a little bit more.
Excellent. Thank you. Can you give them an inch? You take a mile, don't they? Not usually we do the screen share for the 60-second presentations there, Vicky, but hats off for the initiative. Salesperson, I always a lot of respect for, so well done.